FMF, the finest premium Ceylon tea. Thank you so much for your sponsorship, and you have been very supportive throughout. And today we have a very well-known celebrity as far as I am concerned. Very hard to get, but I managed to convince her to come for this special episode. Hi Jyoti, how are you?
Hi SM, thank you so much for those kind words.
Oh, I feel good now that you are in my episode, but pretty hard to get you. You've been too busy, flying in and out, and of course, lots of meetings and things like that. Just tell me about your schedules.
I think that being a only daughter in the family, family responsibilities, and then there's work. So
you have to
juggle it.
Juggle a lot of things.
And you know what? There's no such thing as balance in life, I would say. It's just that on that day, whatever it is, you're just trying to juggle all the balls and just make sure that they don't fall.
Is it tough? Is it tough?
It is. It is tough. Managing it all on my own.
Okay.
It is tough. There's work. There's family. There's also friends. Then there's other things that you want to take care of yourself.
But I have seen you in lots of social gatherings and things like that. You also have time for that.
You have to make time.
You have to take out time.
Yeah, you have to make time. If there's a place that you want to get to in life and you want to keep those connections, then you have to make time. And that's why I'm here. So I don't want to lose that connection.
And I won't let it happen. But there's one good part of which I love, and there's a lot of talk about it in those kind of circles, that she's the most bubbliest person, very happy mood going. Of course, she has got her own issues to work with, but that bubbly side, when I say she's always smiling, laughing, where do you get that kind of feel?
I think there's no way to life than to just smile through it, because no matter what comes your way, you will just have to find a way to get moving, right? And that you do with your smile. And I think when you know that there is a supreme power guiding you,
you have a lot of belief in that supreme power.
I do. I think I wouldn't. It's not about being religious. It's about being spiritual. And if you feel that there is somebody overlooking you, is looking after you, then you just keep doing your task. You keep going through life. Everything will work out. In the end, I say everything works out.
Do you get inspired by someone? It could be an international personality or an international leader or a religious leader. Do you get inspired by some people?
I do. I do take inspiration from a lot of people. And like people think, oh, this is one person you look to and do things, but I find inspiration in the everyday things in life. It could be a conversation that I'm having with my work colleagues, or if I meet a little kid on the street, I find inspiration on those little things. But if I say that there's somebody who's really inspired my life on a personal level, that would be my mom. I think the resilience comes from her.
Is she by profession, was she a teacher?
No, she's actually a domestic worker, but the way
she must have seen the life.
She has struggled through her life, and she is still standing strong. She is 73, but she can get work done.
Is she a good cook?
She's the best
cook.
She is the best cook, and you wouldn't believe it.
Do let her know that I'm also a foodie person.
Yes, you are most welcome to come and try out her food. She will, like anybody comes home, within half an hour, 1 hour, she'll have meals ready.
Oh, wow.
And here, while we're still trying to prep, she's got everything done. So I take inspiration from my mom. I think she's been through a lot in her life, but she has always had that smile on her face. And I think I get my inspiration.
Where does she get that kind of energy to keep her going?
I always ask her, is like, where do you get this strength? And she says to me, is I get that strength from you.
Oh wow!
So
it's vice versa.
We are each other's strength. And since I lost my dad, I was very close to my dad. I've always been like a daddy's little girl. Any problems I had, anything, I would go to my dad instead of my mom. But when I lost him, I realized, oh no, there's no one standing behind me, anyone to protect me. And suddenly, like, I became that person. So a lot of people in my family say that I've taken my dad's place. When people come over and they need stuff done, they call me. That was who my dad was.
So my next question would it be, now that you're sort of like, of course, mom is more like ruling the house and all those things. But in your earlier days, were you cheeky? funny? Were you sort of like naughty, if I may say? Or were you sort of like at times very smarty? Things like?
I think I was very smarty, I would say. I knew how to get things out of my parents. As soon as I'd say, Papa, like my dad with my tone of voice would know she's here to ask for something else. So I would say I was very smarty. I knew how to play the strings with my parents and get my way. And I was being the only child, so you know. I had
so it's more to do with the tone of your voice, indicates the person you are. Are you still using those kind of language for your mom or for anybody?
I think I do. I think, you know what, I say this as, and this isn't like something my parents taught me is always express, right? Always tell us what you're feeling, because, and that's the kind of environment I grew up in. If you're angry, you say you're angry. If you are upset about something, tell us you're upset. You don't keep us guessing. And I think that's what I grew up with. But I also say it's how you ask things, how you portray yourself. It makes a whole lot of difference. You can't just come around and order things and get things done. No matter what position you are, you have a way of asking. It comes with that tactfulness, and I think that's most important. So I still use that.
FMF, the finest premium Ceylon tea. Thank you so much once again for the sponsorship.
Every morning, wake up with a smile. With FMF tea, it's all worth the while. Hey, 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 it's an FMF day. Tea time is calling, you need a quick fix. With FMF tea, you have the right mix. Hey, 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 it's the FMF way.
FMF Finest Ceylon Tea is second to none.
Hey, 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 FMF all the way.
Now, my next question would be the profession you are in right now. You are sort of associated with the international brand, which is Colgate, if I can say. And that brand is a household brand.
Yes, absolutely.
Your name sort of came into that sort of arena, that area, that right now everybody is, when they say Colgate, there is Jyoti. Colgate, Jyoti. How did you come into that kind of environment?
Actually, I started off my career as a nutritionist. That was my career.
That's a total change.
That is a total change. But 2 years into my role, I had my my GMs in my previous workplace. They said, "Oh, we see potential in you with marketing. I think you'll be really good for it." And I said, "But I have no education background." They're like, "No, we'll train you." So I got to train myself in that area. And then when I started marketing, there was no looking back. I love marketing because it is in marketing that you speak directly to the consumers.
Yes, yes.
So I love that quotient where you're making a difference in people's lives with your products.
Okay. So now that you are associated with that, you are the head of that whole marketing team.
Yes.
What's the feel like? I mean, leading that kind of international brand.
I love it. I love
You get lots of attention.
Yes, we do.
How many times you allow people to brush?
I'm always telling people to brush.
Keep brushing.
Keep brushing 3 times a day. So yeah, like it's obviously with the work that I do, you have to be at the forefront of it.
Okay.
And you have to be up on the game, like, because there's things changing every second, so you need to be able to stay up with up to date with all the trends that are happening. What are the consumers thinking? What are they wanting? How do you portray your brands out there? How do you make a difference in people's life? You know what I believe as a marketer is, you don't sell your product, you sell the why behind your products. What does that product mean to a consumer? What does that product can do for a consumer? I think that the product itself will sell if the consumer is able to connect with the values of the brand. The product will sell for it.
Okay, when you are in marketing field, of course you meet the consumers, you meet the what do you call the business communities and everyone, and then there is a more like, how do you convince them? What are the good and the bad side of it? But it's always the good side of it. When you look at it, the level of today's kids and the elders, the education, are people accepting it, or is it a bit tough at times to crack that nut?
It does get challenging. And I think that's what makes our work very interesting, because there will always be challenges. There will be people pushing back on it. But if I go back to that line where I said you stay true to your values of the brand, what does your brand stand for? Like for Colgate, the main thing is everybody deserves a future they can smile about. Now that's a simple statement, but it holds so much meaning. So if you sell that, if you sell smiles, the product itself will sell. So that's how we're trying to convince. We're creating awareness and education behind it to say to people, you know, how important is your oral health? It all starts with your oral health. So we try and sell the why, and then
the rest is it's all
up to
there.
the- yeah.
Okay, and then the best part is, of course, you have a team of people who sort of like always very supportive and always talking to the consumers. Was there any time you felt I should change the line of work that I'm doing or take it a different profession?
Yeah. No, actually, since I started marketing, I love that role. Yes, I want to grow and evolve and keep going up, you know, going up the ladder. But I would say marketing will always be very close to my heart. Yes.
And also within that, apart from your marketing side, you had another hobby which was more to do with the fashion, the trending fashions.
Yes.
How did you get into that kind of area?
Actually, I've always been, I love sketching. I
Right.
love, like, whenever I got clothes, I wear my clothes to tell a story. It's the mood I have, or what I'm trying to portray. You know, I dress for meetings, I dress for occasions, because it's how you portray yourself that makes a lot of impact. People don't realize it, but it does. It's how you come up and you show yourself that matters. So, because you know what I said, and you know this, everyone is a brand, and you stay true to your brand. So if you keep wearing what the trend is, you're not going to be true to yourself. You create your trends. You see what's best for you, and that's how it has been. And I think it also comes from my parents as well. They always got me, like, my dad used to travel a lot, so he used to get me a lot of clothes from abroad. So I had a lot of clothes and things that were not in style, and then I would make it my style. I would create that thing. So it was always there, and I loved sketching. I love creativity. So I think that's where it started from. And sometimes when you're not able to find what you want, you kind of create your own. So that's it.
And that gives me and allows time for you to sip your tea. Of course,
Thank you.
FMF, once again, finest premium Ceylon tea.
This is yummy.
Thank you. When you sort of like in that area, when I say fashion, because it's a everyday changing thing, you have created something, and then you realize suddenly this could be outdated.
Yes.
Was there any time that you felt, no, I have to rechange or redo it again?
Absolutely. Like, as the years go by, you kind of have to tweak it here and there to say you want to stay relevant to what the people are looking for. So definitely, I think when I've had so much going on in life at the moment that I've not been able to pick up on that again after launching, but I will pick up as things get a little quieter.
Yes, on that note, I also wanted to ask you, because the first one you did with the Fiji fashion,
Yes.
and I was so impressed with it, and I was talking to everyone. You see this portion of the sort of like ramp walk, you love it because the hypeness and everything was there, and there was new presentation.
Yes.
And after that, the next two, you missed it, or is it?
Yes, so I missed it because I had
Too much commitment?
Family priorities. My mom's health obviously comes first, so everything else kind of took backbench. But there's never too late. It's never too late to actually pick up on your dreams again. So I will pursue it. I will make sure that I make a mark for myself in that area.
When you look at fashionable stuff or whatever the people wear and all those things, one statement always bothers me, and I just want to ask you, being one of the key people behind the latest trends and all those things. When you wear something, are you wearing it for yourself or for the people?
I wear it for myself.
Okay.
And I think everybody should.
But who is the person who's going to admire that? It's going to be outside.
Yes, but if you are confident within yourself,
Right.
people will see that confidence. If
Okay.
you are out to impress people, there will always be some people who will be happy, some people who will not.
What about those who won't be happy?
Well, then it's a choice on them, right?
Okay.
So
But you feel they could be right too?
Yes, sometimes it could be. I'm not saying that they can't be. I say that when you look at yourself in the mirror in the morning, you should feel that confidence. And when you look at yourself, you see, okay, is it right for my body type? Does it actually suit the occasion that I'm going through? So those are some of the key things that you keep in mind. If you're ticking those boxes, I think then regardless of if somebody likes it or somebody doesn't, it doesn't matter. It's you telling a story. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And on that note, what's that person Jyoti Shandil like? I mean,
Wow.
it could be the facial expression tells something else. There could be a fake smile or there could be a reality. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
You tell me, being Jyoti Shandil, what's like that person?
Wow, that's a tough one. But I would say, I think I'm a simple girl who values family, who values her ambitions and her dreams. If I were to say, there was 3 things that could wrap me up, describe me, it's tradition, creativity, and ambition. And that's all wrapped up in the values that are very close to my heart, which is family. For me, family is at the center of everything. There are days when I have like a very high stake projects to do, and in the evening I'm back at home getting ready for a festive like for a prayer session or something like that. So it's a balance of both. And there was a person who wrote to me once and said, I see very different versions of you. I see you with your friends.
So my questioning wasn't wrong.
It wasn't wrong.
Yes.
It wasn't wrong. And who is the real Jyoti? So I said, you know what? The real Jyoti is all of them. Who I am with my family, when I go home, I'm not a marketing manager.
Right.
I'm an aunt, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister. So I play those roles. When with my friends, that's me. That's where I can be my carefree self. I don't have to be the grown up. I can be like playful, fun with them. And then there's when I'm with myself. That's the moment where I'm self-reflecting. I'm seeing how
You get
I can
emotional?
improve. I get emotional. Oh my God, everything makes me cry. I watch TV serials, I watch all these movies, and I'm crying. So I'm very emotional.
And how do you cheer yourself?
But I think
You have someone to cheer you up? I mean, of course, your mom is there.
Yeah, I think
Your friends?
your happiness is your responsibility. It should never be on somebody else. You should not put that pressure on anybody else to, make me happy. So if I'm emotional about something, I will pick up on my own. Like I'll reflect on it. When I get upset, I make sure that I feel those emotions. I, have my ice cream, I'll sit and cry. But then
Where do you get that ice cream? Can I be part of that?
that session?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's not a very pretty sight, me crying with my ice cream.
Please have your ice cream. Yeah, I'm having my ice cream.
Yeah, so you have, I think that responsibility is on you. The moment you realize that it is your responsibility to be happy on your own, then you're able to, like they say, you can't pour from an empty cup. So you fill yourself up and you'll share that love. That's why people say, oh, I'm always bubbly, I'm always smiling, I'm always passing, because I'm fulfilled within myself. So I can give that love, that smile out to people as well. But if I don't feel that from internally, like I don't feel it, then I won't be able to give that.
Which personality is your best? When you described it, right?
Yeah,
At work,
family,
you got different families, friends. Which one is the best?
I think the best is when I'm with my family, and the most real is when I'm with myself.
Okay. And are you a foodie person?
I love food, but I'm very particular about where I eat from.
Diet conscious?
No, I don't do dieting. I just manage.
So how do you maintain yourself? I mean, you have
I
the
do
model look, you have the nice hairstyle, you have the smile. How do you maintain it?
I have my routines. So
Okay.
in the morning I do my yoga. That's a must that I've had for many years, and I have not let go of that. So I have my morning routines. I do my intermittent fasting. But when I want to eat something, I eat. I have my cheesecake, I have my croissants, I have my ice cream, I have my McDonald's. So I do eat when I want to, but I know when to eat and how to maintain that.
Okay, but definitely, I mean, you might be sort of like telling your friends or others, how do you maintain yourself? And some people must be questioning. On one side, you're doing yoga, the other exercise, the other side, you are
Eating.
munching and full on. They must be surprised with everything.
They are like, are you even telling us the truth? But the thing is, if you want to eat something, I think in life, don't stay away from things. But overdoing anything is never good.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it is, food, exercise, everything. Don't overdo it. Do it to what your body can handle. And then, you know, like, just maintain a healthy lifestyle. Just make sure that you're doing your walks, you're doing your, I'm not saying you have to do your yoga, whatever your body is comfortable. You know, with all the social media that out there, we are following reels and we say, oh, that one's doing Pilates, I'm going to do Pilates. But are you able to take out the time to do it? So do what's more comfortable for you, what you can maintain it, you can be consistent, because without consistency, it's not there. You will not be able to achieve those results.
So are you a sweet person or a savory person?
A mix.
A mix?
A mix.
A little bit here, a little
bit
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you have to meet someone in the world, who would be the person you'd love to meet?
I want to eat. I want to meet Indra Nooyi. Indra Nooyi is one of the first, you know, color of race to become the CEO of PepsiCo. And I think she's amazing, the way she balanced her life with her career, and she's so open about it. You know, she's not saying that, oh, I balanced it really well, I managed. She's very vocal about how she managed her life, how she did it, you know, her failures, her grace. So I think she's a true true reflection of true leadership and grace together. So if I could get an opportunity, I'd like to meet Indra Nooyi.
And how often do you have this traveling thing going around the world?
Well, I
do understand that you do lots of traveling.
Yeah, I do. I love traveling, and it's there's trips that I do with my family, there's trips that I do with my girlfriends, and then there's work trips. So that's why in a year that, you know, there's a...
It all adds up.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Any specific country you prefer to visit every now and then?
Well, I wouldn't say any favorites. I love to go and visit places. I just came back from Vanuatu, and I think it's one of the very beautiful Pacific islands. And I say this to people, I say, before you travel outside to the world, visit our Pacific islands. They're really beautiful. They have rich culture. But food in Vanuatu was very nice. I ate a lot.
Did you put on?
I did put on a big because I ate like crazy. We went there for a conference, but it was really beautiful. It's a beautiful place. One place I would like to go is Greece, and that's next on my list.
And why would you?
I just love the culture. I love the sunsets. I see all those beautiful... I'm a sunset and a sunrise kind of person, so I love to visit places and I make sure I experience the sunset. So,
and the sports, any interest in the sports?
I love... Well, I play squash, but I do like to watch rugby when I can. I don't want... Maybe I shouldn't say this on camera, but I do like All Blacks, so...
when you look at your friend circle, there are quite a number of them. So, I mean, if I say one or two, pick one or two who are very close to you, it would be more sort of like not pleasant to the others.
Yeah.
But do you want to mention anybody?
I actually, as in my circle of, like, I know a lot of people. I have a lot of friends, but people who are like, I can call 3 a.m. in the morning. I have only 3 friends. One's in Numea, Katie. The other one's Divya. She's here at ANZ, and then the other one's Gina. So those are my 3 people. Any time of the day, I will call them. They will answer my phone, no matter what I need.
And when you call them, do you cry?
I do.
Okay. I knew that was coming.
We have our sessions.
Okay.
We have our girl
crying session.
We have our girl sessions. So,
okay.
I think one thing and this is something, this is an early morning conversation, because I am the person who looks after the whole family. When I get sick, I don't have anyone to drive me to the hospital. It's my 3 friends I will call and say, please, can you pick me up? I need to. So these people are very close to my heart. I love them, and I think you need these kind of friends. And they all 3 have very different personalities. One is who's gonna like get you like all motivated and ready to go. The other one's like, where's the problem? I'll go solve it.
Okay.
And the third one's like, you know what? Let's just go murder this person. So I've got those 3 realist friends who keep me grounded as well, and keep me motivated and inspired when I'm done.
Have you ever thought of joining politics?
Ooh. I actually love the politics.
I'm not going to go in detail, but still love to know.
I would love to join politics someday.
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 Okay. Finally, I just want to ask you something that when we leave home, name 3 things that you cannot sort of forget, or you have to take it with you. 3 things when you leave home for your work, for your outings, or anything like that.
Okay. The first one would be my phone. Can't miss my phone. Everything's like life's on my phone. I think the other thing would be I carry something of my parents with me always.
Right.
It just gives me that sense
Positive
of
energy.
positive energy that they're with me. So I can't leave, no matter where I'm going, even if it's to the gym, I'll still have it in my bag. So that would be the third one. I think my laptop's become my life as well. So there you go.
So are you a social person? I mean, when I say social, I mean social media. Are you often on that?
I do. I have taken a break from social media for some time right now, just so that I could take a step back and do some self-reflection and see how I want to move forward with it. Sometimes you just need that break. I think you're constantly on it and you're constantly trying to validate yourself against what's on social media.
Do you have the thick skin for criticism?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I think
You love that, or?
I think when people are talking about you, I
So is
feel
it
like
good?
okay, it is great because I'm in a conversation where I'm not. That means I'm that important to you.
It's either in somebody's mind or in their heart.
In there,
The
regardless.
2 places you have to be.
Exactly.
My
And
final question for this episode. Did you ever thought that one day you'll be sitting with SN and talking with the Fiji's #1 personality?
oh my God, I am on it. I didn't. Now I feel like I've arrived. I'm here.
Was it
sitting
good?
Here. It is good. It was a fun conversation with you, SN, and I think we also have conversations outside of outside of the cameras as well. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
All right, so finally we have sort of done this episode. Thank you so much for coming, and I'm quite sure people watching around the world now that you are on internet full on, and people will be smiling, people will be thinking about you, and whatever you have mentioned, there could be some who would already try and adapt your ways. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
SN.
Okay.